have better tech skills, so I win no matter who I'm fighting.
Right.
I have better character control than them.
You guys are, you're fading into incorrectness by simple generalization, man. I think that LD and Hipster and others are to the point where, you know, they're just so good that you can't play like that.
We all have to agree that people have, there's certain play styles, right? Like there's aggressive play style, there's campy play style, and then you can like subdivide that into more things. Like we're trying to say LD is a very chess-oriented, logical player.
Okay, I have an example, but the problem is that most of the examples are just going to be other Fox mains, like Night Fox. He is exactly, almost, not exactly, but he has the same exact mindset as LD, in that he's super efficient. He plays the space. He knows when to come in and when to leave and pick his battles.
And see, you guys have this complicated view of the game, but I'm not like.
I like to make it complicated.
Like
Yeah, me too. It's like when you incorporate personalities and the people who play this game, that's what makes it complicated.
It's a complex
No,
game.
but I think you've walked too far down. No offense intended, I think you've walked too far off that plank. I think you're no longer supported.
But you want to delve as deep as possible.
Right.
I absolutely, man, but we can't, like, say I paint a picture that's just a rainbow, you know, you can go on and on about stuff, but at the, you know, you could just be making that up. What I'm saying is I think that when you start to talk about, like, personality differences and playstyle, let me explain myself better. So how I judge people is not on wins and losses or on playstyles or whatever. It's on how tight they are with the moves in real time, move by move.
I mean, that's definitely happens on the fly in the game, but what leads up to that? What is in their mind that makes them make these decisions?
Sure, but
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to like break it down
I know.
further.
Exactly, Umbro.
Bear with me though. You're stepping back another level. What
No, I'm not. I'm stepping
No,
in.
that's another level in, man.
No, I'm describing the base level of skill.
Yeah, I'm trying to delve deeper into the atomic structure of why the people do those certain things.
Sure, but you might lose meaning as you go.
No, well, I might lose certain meanings, but I'm trying to.
Holy shit, you ever see that?
Yeah, that was sick. Weak, fair.
I'm not saying your argument is ridiculous. I'm just trying to establish that what I'm talking about is like the functional base level of skill in this game is how tight. That's when we say LD has extra movement. That's what we mean. That he gets the, you know what I mean? He gets it closer to that. If the game says, "Hey, you're recovered," LD's right there on that frame. Everybody else in the world is a frame or two behind.
I'm not
Okay,
Star
I see
King.
what
I'm not
you're
trying to divide them into like concrete playstyles. I'm trying to incorporate why they make the decisions they make.
Oh no, down.
Umbra, you know what you should do?
Like Star King, for instance, I think you play very logical and you make the best option, like the best action for an option. Like you know,
What the fuck?
well, most of the time at least.
Oh, dude, this jiggly fuck.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought you were disagreeing with me.
One of the first times I ever played SK, he got a teleport thing on me on a tech chase on my Fox, and I thought it was the sickest thing.
Let
That
me
was the
use
first
Link
time.
as a
That was the
great-
first time anyone had ever gotten it to me in a match besides on console.
Let me use Link as a great example here. You can tell when you're playing a Link, somebody that's throwing out bombs or boomerangs in a very good pattern. Right?
Using my link as an example here, stud.
Yeah, because it's a great one, and you
Thanks,
understand it, so you'll probably, you know, get the point. You know, you can tell. I don't know how to put this into words, but you can tell when you're playing a Link that's just throwing out, let's say, good coverage, may or may not be hitting you, and a Link that's throwing out boomerangs and bombs that are specifically placed to hit you. Not that either one is good or bad, they're both good. But you can just tell when someone is crafting it around me. And what I'm saying
You are eliminating
right now,
options.
right, what I'm saying is right now, LD is still that guy that's throwing out,
No, my
Whoa,
bad.
whoa,
he's
whoa,
throwing
whoa.
out the best generic bomb. Absolutely. But he's still just throwing out that generic stuff instead of using his to absolutely crush the shit out of his opponent with
I follow
skills he now own. I rest.
I meant to go to Dreamland. I just like want to change my color or something like that.
Oh.
I can play Dreamland.
LD has said to me personally, he feels like he's functionally he can do what he needs to do. So I think that's kind of what you're trying to say, is he's still very like generic in his approach to what he's doing, is not as creative. Is that what you're trying to kind of say?
No, LD's actually no.
Because he's
I'm
not
saying
very
right
creative.
now, I have conversations with him. Like you said, he didn't do. If you kind of maybe understand this, if you get.
I talked to LD for like
yeah, we all know LD.
6 or 8 hours straight or something.
Right, we all know LD. So I'm
Sat
not
down on the
doing
same
that.
TV at Apex for like ever.
Yeah, what I mean is, what I think is that LD himself is not. I'm not.
Did you know that with stick hops, Fox can double jump up to the top part from the Hyrule?
Really?
What?
Yeah, with stick
barely.
hops you can.
It's retarded.
So can Captain Falcon.
Why, man? You can't camp. It's great. People need to
I just wanted
explore
to,
this movement on.
tell you guys because I didn't know that until a couple days ago.
Alright, Q, hipster man, where'd you guys go?
We're in P2P now because I got tired of the timeouts.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that timeouts were a thing.
Thought I love you, man.
Alright, well anyway, my point with LD is that if you talk to him, you understand it. Is that he is not trying to be creative.
Nope.
He's just trying to learn the fastest, most efficient way he can do things. He's approaching 100% knowledge of that.
That may be a different philosophy, but what's your point here? Like,
My
what
point
about
is
that?
he's approaching 100% knowledge of that. And he's very close to understanding absolutely everything that Fox can do maximum.
See, I have to look at it.
Moved to OG. He's moved to console, right? Like he's.
Oh, he's playing on adapter though.
Yeah, but he not at Xanadu. Not that was for Apex
Well,
only.
he's gonna get his own.
I think at Zenith you'll see him on OG.
No, he'll be on adapter.
No, he's not gonna. Not at this point.
No, he's 1,000% gonna be on adapter.
All right, hipster. I'll bet you double or nothing on a Smash match. I'll bet $5 on.
The most the closest I'll see will be him on a Hori pad.
No.
And I doubt
playing on
that.
Xbox.
He'll be on a 360 controller.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna be on Xbox.
Man, hey Umbra, I want to.
I'm probably gonna be on Xbox.
After this.
I hope so, man.
What'd you
I
say,
get
Stud?
that full
Still?
power.
I said let's play some on stream after the tournament, man. I want to do some.
It's not even to like prove that I'm like good or anything. I just want to play my full power on console because it's more fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Console's a lot different.
I just want to feel 100% comfortable when I play on console.
Yeah, so to wrap my point up, when LD gets there, that's it. Then he knows everything he has to do with Fox. He breaks through to the final level, which is
I'm sorry, Stud. I don't know if I agree with what you're saying. Like, for me, like, LD has the raw skill maybe, but the last variable that he will never come to understand is the choice of a human being. And the only way that he can manipulate those choices is with his current playstyle. He's going to keep getting better at manipulating people and maybe eliminating those options, but I don't think that...
I agree with you. I think that he has no fucking idea what you were talking about. If you just said what you just said, which I totally understand and agree with, I think that I've said just as much to LD, to his face, and you get like this puzzled look.
No, man, what are you talking about? I talked to him too, like, he's one of the most open people, like...
No. I'm not saying because he's stupid. I'm saying because he doesn't, at this point, I think, value that. I don't know, man. I just don't think he's focused on that. I dig what you're saying. That's how I play. Exactly what you just said. That's the only way I play.
Right.
Having already mastered. Well, I've lost that. But LD play, he will play that way. Having mastered Fox, that's the only. How do you make your decisions? Once it's not based on, I think I can get this far. Once you know exactly how far you can get, you can access that in real time, then it becomes what you just said. It's just where your opponent is going to be and hitting them while being as unpredictable as possible yourself.
For me, the improvement of skill is analogous to the ability to eliminate options. And I don't know if I argue from that point as someone like...
You're leaving off the end of that sentence, which is what I'm saying he's about to reach to. And the unsaid part of it is, and being there to strike them. You know.
Right.
Right, like...
Maybe it's just the way that I approach this game in general. Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but as a tennis player, like you learn the art of constructing a point. You know, the ability to build yourself to the open winner. To me, that's what LD aspires to. He's less concerned with the quickest way to kill people and more concerned with the open winner. Now, if I can use that terminology.
Right now,
Yeah.
LD is setting up his own shots. When he sets up points, he's setting it up so that he can have this great shot at the end. What I'm doing and what everyone does at the next level is they set up points to hit them where at the very end their opponent cannot reach it. LD is not at that level yet. These two have the same exact effect 99% of the time. It's merely mindset. But do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Right, like, so I'm with you. That's a great analogy, man. Tennis is very unique as a sport.
Right. That's why I fucking love it, man.
Oh, that's dope. I was wondering why you looked so in shape, man.
The comparison.
Don't fucking try that shit with me, dude.
Yo,
I will not be flat.
The comparisons to chess make me annoyed. I'm glad you're not comparing it to chess right now.
Yo, we used to have a joke about you know, it's either chess or Tetris being like the Hitler comparison of the nerd world, you know? So like we had this one guy, I swear to God this happened, he was drunk, and he pushes up his glasses on his nose and goes, Tetris is a lot like chess, man. And I mean, he went on. I walked away, but... he said it like it was a thing that someone would say. You know? Like it wasn't satirical.
This is a lot like chess.
You can't DI that, man.
Fire, I don't even think he was talking about like in the comparison either. I think he meant like literally going to be, I don't know, the pieces versus the blank space. I mean, like, I could get really bright here and try to invent a point for that to be supporting. I don't think that was the one he had. But yeah, the glasses push up. So then, I remember this exactly because it was so great, because then we would always just, you know, if we didn't want to deploy the full version, you could just look at somebody and just fake push your glasses up, and it just, I knew. Anytime somebody said something that was total horse shit. Who is that, Opera?
If I can
He's talking about, like, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. I was just gonna...
Opera, you understand, and Fire Blaster too, man, like, you're real into logic, like, I dig that, everybody digs it. You and me, Fire, get along in a lot of these conversations where people are obviously fucking stupid, and all you have to do to be correct is just be like, hey, you're clear, like, you're over there saying Tetris is a lot like chess, bro. Like, all you have to do is just restate what they're saying. Like a guy on the corner saying the world is gonna end right now. All you have to do is just stand next to him, and you've won that argument. You know, just by being there, people will drive by and be like, "That guy's right."
No, airlock.
But you can just use words to say any kind of meaningless bullshit you want, and sometimes it's even well formed.
Just to finish up a thought I had earlier, like...
Wait, why did Destiny drop? Did he win already?
I thought that was it.
That's it?
I thought so.
You got tournament interrupted.
That's alright. I'm very patient.
Oh.
Oh, man. No, I gotta focus for a second. Hang on.
But I gotta finish this match in style.
Yeah. It's not...
So,
2-1? Oh, she won one.
did you guys,
No!
So you guys said we got some DBZ fans out there. I don't know. You know, Smash again is a lot like DBZ, man.
I think it's more like Yu-Gi-Oh,
you can't
man.
beat Isaiah. You know, I mean, I don't mean to brag you, Fire, but
Smash
you know,
is like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like sometimes you like, there's a couple episodes where you like let them live out of pity, and then you just
No,
get
but
screwed
what
up at the end.
I-
Or like you just like sleep on them and then you lose.
Oh, like anybody can. I mean, you know, Fire's top 8, right? There are people that said I deserve my 193rd rank at Apex, and you know, I know. Okay, so John's out of the way. It's online.
Like there's that episode with that guy Panic. He just lives in darkness and fear, and then when you like knock his fear down, he just breaks down and he loses.
So yeah, so I took 2 games off of Fire Blaster, man. Anyway, my point is, the best fucking fight in DBZ from an underdog is when Cell is like trying to kill everyone. Like Cell's pissed off. I think he downformed a little bit, and he's really about to start eating the children. And fucking TN stands up and for an entire 30-minute episode beats the fuck out of Cell. Did you guys see that one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Probably, that was like 10 years ago, but yeah.
Okay, every single one of you just lost rights to tell people you like Dragon Ball.
I don't say I like Dragon Ball. I hate watching that show.
I watched it in middle
it's-
school. It came out in like 1999, dude.
Like I had to watch 5 episodes for a plot point. Like,
Yeah,
that
man,
was annoying.
everything that came out in '99 is gay, right?
No, I'm just saying it came out a long time ago. I don't recall everything in that show.
Man, '99 was what, like 15 years ago? What else came out in '99?
Your mom.
I feel like every.
Oh, it's such a hard combo, man.
Yo.
Smash kind of guy knows what you mean, stud. He says he remembers
Combo in
that fight.
what game?
He's making fun of me, man. Don't even worry about it.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna get that combo on you eventually,
man.
man. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
a
what's
week up
it,
there, and then I'm gonna land on the top platform, and then I'm gonna be able to fastball again with a week up there. It's gonna be the coolest thing.
Yo, hipster. I had enough of this treatment at Apex, man. I won't stand for any more of it, man.
This is kind
Yeah,
of
get it.
rage. I need somebody to wreck.
Oh, what? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah.
You know, Smash
No,
Bros.
never
is a lot
mind.
like Pokemon. You just gotta catch them all.
So, just what I was gonna say earlier, like, for me, Smash has always been less like chess and much more like tennis, because, like, tennis implies the pace, right? The speed of, like, you have so much time in chess to choose.
Smash has nothing to do with chess. You're absolutely correct. Chess is turn-based.
Chess-
I'm
Smash
done
is a
talking
fucking
about that.
dynamic real-time game. It's
Chess-
ridiculous comparison.
People
You're
compare
absolutely
fighting games to chess all the time, and that's pretty stupid. Chess
Yeah,
is
man.
very little like fighting games.
You know what's a lot like chess? Fucking chess. It's probably one of the more unique things ever developed.
One
by
side.
mankind. I mean, you know, if you take all the possible games of chess, right? And like people talk shit about that. They're like, oh, well, what about the ones that would never happen? You know, with like pawns in the starting line. Okay, so get rid of all those and just talk legal possible games of chess. All right. There's like, I don't know, man, something like 10 to the factor of 40 times more of those than there are particles in the fucking universe. Like it's not. There's not. It's chess, dog.
Nah, chess isn't even close to like comparison to like fighting games because it's just so different. It doesn't
You're
make
more
sense.
likely to.
Oh,
track
this beef
to a
jerky made me
different
so
planet.
salty, man.
Fighting games and Smash Bros. Yeah, I'm calling Smash Bros a fighting game. So like fighting games are a lot like more like poker than anything else.
Hey man, Tetris is
I
a
can
lot.
see
like
that.
it.
Poker, there's so many aspects that poker shares with fighting games.
Yeah, like
Or-
getting on tilt, reads.
Hey, look, if you play poker, my analogy holds for poker. It's the and I know poker pretty well. I dealt at a card
So
room.
you probably agree that it's like they're very similar. Have a lot of aspects that they share.
Well, they're similar at the level that if you degrade that first level and call it skill at what you're doing for poker, that would be knowing the hands, knowing how to bluff, knowing how to do things. For Smash, that would be knowing the moves, etc. Then yeah, that holds. But yeah, my analogy holds for it too, in that you can play poker and just sit there and play a solid game. There's some play styles that play just a solid game, and others are really involved in trapping your opponent and what your
Turn is
opponent's
over.
going to do.
Yeah, like poker, it's all about predicting what your opponent's gonna do and like all that stuff, and it's very important. Like the optimal, there's like optimal playing poker, and there's also just